Hello everyone, welcome to Elliott Wave Forex.com YouTube channel. My name is Henry. Today is Thursday, August the 5th. The time is around 12:30 a.m. GMT. And today we are looking at the chart of the Dow Future 60 minutes chart here. You can see right here that we are currently doing a wave 2 pullback in the form of a double zigzag, right? So we got a zigzag here. We finished the correction, and then now looking for another 3-year pullback, in which this is going to be in the next 100% extension here, and can see support from here from this blue box area, either going to new high or bouncing in 3 waves at least from this area over here. You can see a bullish sequence stem, right side green stem. That means technically the index remains bullish, right? And at present bullish against this 33,624. This is the bullish pivot here. Now we can see we ended wave 2 here, and that means we are now within the wave 3, and within the wave 3 it subdivides into another 5 waves in the lesser degree. So we ended with 1 of 3 right here, and now doing with 2 of 3 pullback as a 7 swing or double zigzag structure. Okay, so this is the area where potentially you can find buyers and then go higher again. Now let's take a look at a couple of other options or alternates here. Let's first of all zoom out to get an idea of where we are. So if we take a look at the daily chart, so this is the 1 and 2, which is the same 1 and 2 in the minor degree here that we saw earlier in the 60 minutes chart. So we have 1 and 2 here. That means we are only looking for the cycle, short-term cycle that started from here, from June 21st, right? So we got a couple of things here that we want to talk about here in the daily chart. So this is the low that everybody knows about. This is the sell-off after the COVID-19 news broke out in the first time last year, March 2020. So after the news broke out, we got a pretty decent, pretty rapid, fast sell-off. But then we bottom here, and then we start to rally again until today. Practically, we still are at the all-time high here. Now, if we look at the entire rally from March 2020, and we try to pick the biggest swing, so to speak, which one is the connector, which one is the biggest swing. Now, right off the bat, this looks to be the biggest swing right here, right? 1 and 2. I mean, this is small swing that looks to be part of the same rally from this low to this peak, but this looks to be a decent swing. So this looks like a connector here. Another one that looks like a decent swing is this one. So what we have here is what looks to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we are within the 5 from the March 2020. Now within the 5, what looks to happen here is we so far only have 1, 2, 3. So it seems to be incomplete, and we can still continue to see further upside, because if this swing is correct, if this is really in the right position of the swing, right, then that means you cannot end with 5 in 3 waves. That doesn't happen. Right, that doesn't happen. So most likely we're still gonna continue to go up as long as we don't break below 2 here, of course, right? Now what about if we break below 2? Well, this is only a marginal high above here. On alternate, for example, it could be an expanded flat from here, A, B, C. That's a possibility, right? You could be doing an A, B, C expanded flat from May, but then you don't speculate on a flat against the trend. You just don't. You have a low probability if you start doing something like that. Okay, and so you need to call it what it is. It makes new high, so you're calling it, okay, the next leg high has started. So which is a higher probability, and the right way to do it, you go with the trend. So now if the next leg high has started, then it looks incomplete with the 3 waves right now. So we are looking for more upside as long as we don't break below 2. If we break below 2, like I said, then probably we're going to be doing some sort of an expanded flat. Going back on the 1 hour time frame, let's take a look at the alternates from the shorter cycle. Now this one does look like a 3 waves, right? It does look like a 3 waves. If this is the right way to label it, then yes, this area most likely should find support, because if the first leg is 3 waves, the bull is marked. I mean, the bull side is still on the right side because the pullback is only 3 waves, which is correction. If this is bearish, it would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it's not. It's only 3 waves. But then there is an alternate here. This rally here also can be considered a little bit impulsive. So the only way there is no support in this blue box is if we label it this way. You can label this as a wave 1, and then you can label this as an expanded flat like this, and this wave 2. Now when it becomes 1, 2, then suddenly this entire move, it can become wave 3, and if it is wave 3, then it will extend, right? If it is wave 3, then this could be ending 1 of 3, this is 2 of 3, and then suddenly you got a 3 of 3 like this, right? So because it's an impulse, 1, 2 with an expanded flat, and then 3. So I think the key is going to be so that will be short-term sort of alternate, is if this is actually a 1 and 2 with an expanded flat in the middle, then we might potentially break outside or below this blue box. But if not, if this is the right interpretation, it's only 3 swings, then you got a pretty good chance from this blue box you will see support, right? You will see support, and then from there you can get at minimum 3 waves reaction to the upside. If not going to new high, then minimum 3 waves reaction to the upside, right? So that's the idea. But then but that's in the shorter cycle. In the larger degree, like we talked about earlier, it looks incomplete if this is the right way to label the swing, right? Since March 2020, which looks like reasonable to label it this way, then this cannot be ending in 3 waves here, because then you will see 1, 2, 3, 4, and then now we are in the 5. Now there's a couple of other possibilities as well, but this looks to be the the most reasonable one that we can think of. All right, so that's the update here for the Dow. And as always, if you do want to get regular updates and analysis, we do have 14 days free trial, and the link is provided in the description of the video. I'll see you all again tomorrow, and have a nice day, everyone.